Welcome back, boys and girls, my crypto friends and family. Hope you guys are doing all right. Well, yeah, yesterday I had no update because basically it was just a continuation of what we spoke of on Saturday. Nothing surprising at all. Now, of course, today's evolution shows a little bit of a new picture, and of course, we do have some new ranges that we want to look at. So, of course, like always, I'm going to roll the intro, and then we're going to dive right in. All right, here we go. Here we go. Welcome back. Cool. So first of all, guys, before I forget, because I keep forgetting this, if you like this content, blah blah blah, please remember to hit the like button. Show that you enjoy this content because it doesn't only help the YouTube algorithm, but also helps me stay motivated and keep giving you as much valid information as possible. Also, if you don't want to miss the new streams, the new videos, and all these things, then I strongly suggest that you hit the subscribe button and the bell notification, and then you will always know when the new videos are available. So now, of course, about being available. What is available? Bitcoin is available. It's always available 24/7. Actually, it trades around the clock. It never ever stops. So 2 days ago, we were speaking about this dip here, and as long as we continue the trend of making lower lows and also making lower lows on the RSI, or not confirming any kind of bottom, things would just continue to go on. We had a few swipes to the upside, creating lower highs with a higher high on the RSI. Of course, this gave us the pressure down, but now happens something very interesting because on the 1 hour chart, it looks like we do have a bullish divergence, and that bullish divergence for the 1 hour chart, yes, it is confirmed because we did break above the green box. We did get our higher high and a new higher high on the RSI. And now, of course, as price is trying to push further on up, the thing that needs to happen is that the RSI on this hourly candle needs to close above 72.6. And right now it's at 71.5. So if the RSI manages to close on a healthy note, then there is no reason why the next dip would not be your opportunity to get in on a new position. So yeah, let's just map this out on the RSI chart, and then I'm going to talk about a few more different things that need to be kept in mind, because this is not only a one-sided story. It's like always, it has so many different sides. You want to really pay attention in these moves, especially if you want to pick it up as soon as you have some valid confirmations, because you could be waiting forever. There are some other time frames that would actually suggest waiting for a much longer time. So and we're gonna go over all these as well. So over here we got 72.6, and we fill this out in this thingy, 72.6. And 54,461 is the level where price needs to close. 400. Oops. 461. That 62, 61, good enough. So basically closing above this red box for the 1 hour chart would already inspire a little bit of hopium and you know, allow for the price to come look for some support below and then potentially see a next push onwards and upwards. But of course, that is if the price doesn't drop below this area, this local low over here, 47,600, and creating at the same time a lower low on the RSI. So we're gonna measure this one out. Well, we got 25.9, and when we measure this off, this gives us a 46,000, 47,000. Okay, so over here up to basically closing below the low wick of this candle would do it to ensure more continuation to the downside. Okay, so these are already a few interesting things. Right? Now let's move over to the higher time frames, because this is where it becomes more interesting. So the 3-hour chart, same thing. It suggests for now that this whole situation is looking healthy, except for the next high over here, sitting right under this this yellow ray at 57,180. So meaning that this is the next prior local high. And on the RSI, we already created a higher high on the RSI, while on the price action, we have a lower high. So as long as the price stays below 57,186 and it starts rejecting and creating a lower low, that would be a double confirmation that actually we are going to see some more downside. But for now, things are still not looking desperate. Okay, so remember this, but confirmations are closing in more and more. On the downside, very easy to see, breaking below 47,000. That would be your confirmation that there is going to be continuation to the downside. And then on the upside for the 3-hour chart, it would be breaking above 57,000. So we're smack in the middle between two ranges. So yeah, beautiful that is, right? Now, because all the moving averages, well, especially the 21 and the 55 exponential, have reverted to have turned to the downside, I would be more I would find it healthier to see the chart actually make a retest to the downside and then start picking up something rather than trying to continue, because eventually it's going to reject, and it's going to reject hard. Okay, so basically from here, maybe closing a little bit above the red box and then starting its way down, finding some support, building up some momentum, and then finally going back up to our merry way would be very acceptable. But I strongly believe that if price just keeps pushing higher and higher, the higher it gets from here on out, the harder it will reject. So yeah, I hope this is this makes it a little bit more clear to the imagination as well. Now, moving to the 6-hour chart. On the 6-hour chart, we do have that same picture as we have on the 3-hour chart, meaning that over here, this local high here is actually forming for a potential bearish divergence. Same thing, closing on a lower low, confirmation that the bearish divergence stands and that we continue on our way down. Breaking above is only going to allow price to come down, find support on a higher low, and then start building up on our way. Of course, it all depends more or less where right now we are going to see this push up closing. So yeah, this is more or less all I have to say about this chart for now. We can look at the higher time frames as well, if you guys like. But the same story stands, except that here on the higher time frame, actually, it's not looking so good. This is a 12-hour chart. We do have our 3 strikes of bearish divergence. Over here, we got number 1, number 2, number 3. And then over here, we do have on the RSI something that looks a little bit like a potential bullish divergence, but it's splitting hairs close. And the same thing stands. This yellow line here, this is the barrier that holds us, that would allow us to get a bearish divergence. Now, first thing I want to check before I wrap this thing up is how high is this level? We got 57,186. Maybe I'm gonna do a reverse calculation here, 186, and this would give us an RSI of 7 point. This is at 73. So yeah, basically, breaking this area would actually really put us in the clear. It would put the price in the clear for a nice little rebound and then go further on. So yeah, if you're waiting too long, then I would suggest just wait a little bit longer. If you're waiting too short, same thing, just wait a little bit longer, but I'm sure that the confirmation for a long-term direction, well, longer term direction is at hand. And I'm pretty sure that your patience will be rewarded very largely. So before we wrap this up, I'm going to see what the Fibonacci is saying. So right now we are bouncing against the 0.382. Okay, so it could very easily go up to the 618 or the 786. At the same time, retesting this trend line over here, which would actually not be a bad thing. Cool, beautiful. Well, at least, of course, if we manage to see the price break above this high volume node, because this could also potentially create some resistance and finally drive the price back down. So yeah, like I said, I'll keep saying it right now, still a little bit of patience. Your patience will be rewarded widely, especially once you know what to actually be looking for. So finally, I'm going to set a perimeter from here down so that we can see still where the price is free to move. Got 73.6. And we're gonna do that. So 68,000. Oh wow, this has quite some rate. Well, if you're looking for some hopium, then I think this would be the nicest piece of opium that you can get. If we manage to see the price break above 57,200, just call it 200, then there is quite a chance that actually we are see this thing recover, because as long as the price is not too aggressive and doesn't reject from this box on, then we could very easily see the price build up, then be on way. So this is cool. This is cool. I hope this is helpful for you. Now, finally, let's look at the Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance seems to have bottomed out very slowly but surely. So potentially this series of bullish divergences could be coming into play. Right now, of course, same story, a little bit of a higher high over here on the RSI while holding a lower high on the price action. So yeah, same thing goes. The um, the dominance is gonna have to break 53,088 to inspire some continuation in the next move. So we're going to mark this off over here and this one too, and then we will see what's going to happen. But yeah, if Bitcoin manages to break out of this dump and continue onwards, then yeah, I'm pretty sure that the dominance is going to start rising and creeping up again. Cool. So finally, let's look at the dollar. Dollar did look quite crappy, honestly. Yeah, two short bearish divergences, pressure down confirmed, but potentially a new bullish divergence that would be confirmed as soon as we have the Dixie closing above 91.45. Closing above 91.45, potentially onto the next area of resistance, and then we're gonna see again what is going to happen. Cool. And now finally the traditional markets again in an expansion, moving up, moving on up. But yeah, this could just very well continue. Bullish divergence, little bullish divergence, but confirmed with the higher high on both RSI and price action, especially if the candle closes like this, and then continuation, more to the upside. So yeah, who's going to win this one? Who's going to be the strong one? Is it going to be the dollar that's trying little by little to regain confidence, or is it going to be traditional markets that are just going to go ballistic and all the way up to new all-time highs? Beautiful, beautiful. Let's see what happens in these exciting days. Now, finally, let's look at some altcoins. We got Cake that is actually doing crazy, incredibly well, sitting at $33 per Cake. And Cake, if you know, is a DeFi token that runs on the Binance Smart Chain. It's basically the main token that you will get most that most liquidity pools are using. It's Pancake Swap, and all farming on Pancake Swap receive this Cake token. So yeah, this DeFi space is really doing incredibly well. There are some projects that I'm looking into. There are some videos coming up about some other projects that I find incredibly interesting that you really don't want to miss, because I think this is the next evolution, as so many people have entered the space, and DeFi on Binance Smart Chain is very usable, unlike not like the DeFi on Ethereum, which is actually unusable at all. But yeah, it's interesting. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Oh, IOTA, same thing, 22% up. Oh my god, what the hell is happening? But yeah, IOTA, same thing, they have been making so much progress. Also going to be planning on integrating DeFi, and like I said before, the platforms that are going to make DeFi usable, workable, and profitable as well, those are going to be the ones that you need to keep your eye on. Okay, so on that note, I will wrap this thing up. Thank you very much for watching. Remember, hit those like buttons, subscribe, bell notification, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Same chart, same channel, normally 5:30 p.m. UTC, unless something happens, and then I will leave a notification on the YouTube channel. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.